Just number 6 needs to be really fast. That's the
Yeah.
most dangerous point.
And yeah, apparently PF still can't do it to save their lives, from what I've heard.
I mean,
Yeah, can't do most
why-
extremes from ARR, so it's fine.
we did one-shot it, so I guess
No,
I
you're
can do it.
all right. I'm speaking on average. Even to this day, I still see fucking memes posted around about fucking Levin Strike and it being unclearable. To be fair, for all I know, this might be an American case. I don't know how it is in Europe. Can't imagine it's that much better though.
Yeah. You remember, guys? We actually, during Ramu, the light server had their own unique chain lightning strat.
Yes, we know. We're aware of it. We didn't do it because we thought it was stupid.
The what?
How we did it?
The Corona strat.
The circle strat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. They did the
specific thing. Just so you guys know.
No, the light specific one was the 2 pairs of 3 on both sides.
That was just
And-
it was just another different strat that was also
Yeah,
not light
no,
specific.
Yeah, that was Corona strat, wasn't it? Or was Corona?
No,
the
Corona
Corona
strat was
circle
the
strat.
circle.
Yeah.
The light specific strat.
Are
the
you
light
talking
specific
about? Are you
strat-
talking about the triangle strat? That was even
Yes.
stupider.
What do you mean? That's what
That's
I did
what we
with the
did.
Americans.
Yeah, and it was just a bad strat that forced.
That was what I did in Prague, okay, when I was doing this blind in TF day 1.
That's
It
fine.
was
Boy.
actually simple.
Boy, I'm still. Boy, you have to acknowledge, looking back, that it was still a more inefficient strat.
I mean, 100%, but it made it more fun, honestly. Instead of just standing in a circle and, like, slightly moving. That's boring as fuck.
I'd agree if it wasn't for the fact that it was still arguably inefficient for casters.
It was
Otherwise,
fine.
yeah, you'd be right.
It was fine.
Well, yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night, Roy.
It was fine.
I don't know. I did the strat a couple of times on my Samurai in PF. I thought it was really stupid. Especially because if PF wanted to play extra safe, they would actually force disengage on melee players, which was so dumb.
That's a choice.
Yeah, well, bad strategies are in fact a choice. Okay, then. I mean, E6 still holds the record for the worst PF strats I've ever seen before. Holy crap. That was infuriating.
What was E6? What was wrong with E6?
I don't know.
Which part of
strat?
E6?
Off the top of my head, that football strat was very unusual.
It was just literally stand in one of the orbs.
We would just stand in the middle orb and just look where he shot the ball. That's it.
Right, are you doing that thing where you're just arguing against me for the sake of arguing?
No, I'm just saying it was just literally take one orb because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but there was also, again, I said that it wasn't just one strategy. Their complex strat, involving DPS mainly, was also quite unusual.
I don't know, I never did it as a DPS.
Give me a second. Was it near the end where the DPS had to go in the Cardinals and
Here's
then
the
you
thing. I don't remember them exactly right, but I remember I hated them.
I remember one vaguely at the very end that was really annoying. That was very DPS specific, where you had to really position yourself on inch pixel perfect.
It was
But the
not
work-
bad.
But the worst one was how they insisted that tanks during Ifrik Serb swap buster always be hard opposite each other, because fuck
that was
meelees, right?
Yeah, that was annoying. Because it was annoying as well because one of the tanks had to always disengage to just run to the other side of
Well,
the
yeah,
arena.
when there was literally no reason to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was annoying. I can see it for tanks, but I can't really think of anything but that
I
one.
also vaguely remember the way that PF handled Gutevas on Rastaman was also kind of weird as well.
What, north and south?
Josh, what part of I don't exactly remember, I just vaguely recall it being quite weird, and I hated it during the one time I did it in PF.
So the tethers, how they were handled usually is you will position the healers and tanks north and the DPS south of the boss, and just spread them out. But
No,
really...
I'm talking. No, not Ifrik's tethers. Those were easy. I'm talking about Rastaman's one. which was when they combined together.
Ah, yeah, that was the one I was talking about, where you had to be pixel perfect and then bait the AoEs as well. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was annoying.
I just remember like I did like there's some wild PF strats and I fucking hated it when I did it
Yeah.
briefly for shits and giggles.
That was annoying as fuck. That's also the only annoying part of Rastapasta, not gonna lie.
Ironically, Shiva wasn't too bad. You know, the strats
Shiva
they
was
used,
fun.
the strats they used for EA tests were efficient.
We used
For
the
the
bow
most
tie
part.
strat.
Probably the strategy I disagreed with the most. Well, two actually. One was the way they handled Worms Lament 2 because they overcomplicated it instead of just having two people as designated swaps, which was far simpler.
We actually did that.
Yeah, we did that as well. Yeah.
Much easier.
The second one was, if I remember correctly, the way they handled mirrors and knockback was very, very risky, and it was needlessly. Oh no, the big one was fucking when they did the line edge method, which was completely unnecessary. And
The
if you
knockback
fucked up,
method.
and if you fucked up, it
Yeah.
would completely wipe the team as well.
Yeah, it took a couple times of practicing, but once you get it down, it's really not hard. It's just you stand there. As soon as she starts casting one of the specific mirror, I think it was the blue mirror. As soon as she starts casting that one, you pop that line, and it's fine. It works. It's just we actually fucked up more on healing than on the knockback protection. Not gonna lie, it was really hard the healing check.
We didn't have too many issues on. Oh, it's funny you say that actually, because Morb was our primary healer at the time, and alongside Vive, and Morb actually found Shiva. He hated the fight because he found healing quite boring on it.
Really? Well, I found that
Yeah,
part.
I distinctly,
thought
yeah,
was...
Morb, can you quote me on that, because like I distinctly remember you complaining about the healing on that fight. He is here, right, Roy?
Moby, a question was asked.
Oh, I didn't have the headphones on.
Okay.
So no, he wasn't here.
I kind of just stopped paying attention when old strats were being discussed.
I was just saying, Morb, like, you know, when you were white mage back in verse, right?
Maybe?
Yes, he was.
Maybe, yeah, Jesus Christ, Morb. And I distinctly recall you saying that you found one of the reasons you hated Shiva was because you found the healing extremely boring.
Maybe?
God forbid, does your memory just not go past the past week? Do you remember your childhood? Do you know who your parents are?
Yes, it's just Shiv is no longer relevant, so I no longer use my memory slots for that.
What are you? Are you like? Do you have like binary thinking or something?
Yes,
Do you have a memory cache or something like that?
Cache?
You don't?
Cache. Well, the point is that does it just completely vanish for you?
No, I just save it for things that matter, like D&D.
Honestly, fair.
Gosh,
I just
how fucking trash Amok has been. I can't even argue against it.
I'm just thinking, like, for me, as I said, I will live the DPS life all my life, pretty much, except for a couple occasions where I was tanking. But I think Shiva was one of my favorite fighters in DPS, not gonna lie.
No, I've also defended Shiva to death, even though I do have my complaints about the. I think it was a very good final time. That being said, really I will never defend Light Rampant, and not because it was hard, not at all, because it was lazy. Very, very lazily designed mechanic. And yes, Vivi, that was indeed the tier where you kept pulling oranges like fucking nothing in our first kills, because apparently no one could play Scholar to save their life.
Yeah, Josie was playing Scholar. I can tell you so much. She didn't do well.
Vivi was just getting constant oranges on our first kills. It was crazy.
I'm thinking like...
Alright.
I'm thinking like the... You know, one of the few fights I really enjoyed actually in the previous tier was... Not previous tier, the tier before.
Are you talking Are you talking Pandemonium?
Asphodels, yeah. I actually enjoyed the Hippocampus.
Why?
Something about the push and smack into other people mechanic was fun. I don't know what. I really enjoyed
it. Sorry, which mechanic are you referring to?
I'm talking specifically about what was it called? The second push and paddles mechanic. I forgot the name for it.
Oh, you're on about. Well, oh, I know the one. Yeah, but I mean, like, there's. I don't know. It was easy. There was nothing special about it. The only thing that was unique about it in Prague is that we could never fully, entirely figure out precisely how it worked because it was a very weird mechanic. But,
We actually did.
but once you know how to execute it,
Hmm.
it was fine. And that wasn't really anything special about the mechanic, if you ask me.
We actually cheesed it with 10 KLB, so in the end, but to save
Well,
time. But
that's fine, but that's lazy.
it is late. But we did it properly first couple times. It's just we figured out, you know what? Not short after we finished the mechanics one time, might as well take KLB.
No, we only do. We don't. We never resort to tank or being left unless we absolutely have to, because it's it's anti strategy.
And Kobe was not
You know,
good even from a healing front.
The only time Tankobi is a factor is if it's an overall team game.
I do
that's
find
what it was
my-
breaking some fights with 10 KLB is kind of a good. It's kind of a good feeling because if you think about it, Byakko was completely broken because someone knew when and how to use the 10 KLB.
Good feeling,
that's
huh? Did you do this from a tank perspective?
Well,
I'm gonna say no.
no, but as a community as a whole, I think it's like
No, I disagree completely, Josh. Honestly, since Stormblood, the laziness of tank being to mechanics people can't be bothered to execute is like one of the reasons that the community has ended up in the state it is. In my opinion,
it's fair enough.
I absolutely dislike that.
I
It's a
feel
way.
it may spur them to actually design mechanics with the 10 KLB in mind. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that I do agree with, but most mechanics aren't like that. Probably the most classic example is on the Twings when it came to optimize Meteor and optimize Sagittarius Arrow. PF strap for that. But those who were there would remember us quite well. The PF strap for that was just a tank albeit, which was completely unnecessary. A good healing plan, and you were fine. Assuming your healers weren't half dead, and there was no problem.
My healing plan was pray for AoE bowl.
You needed AoE Ball to survive that Royal co-healer, and party sucked. Period.
I mean, you know we
Because
sucked because I suck.
Because Vivi, like, what did you think about during the Twings, like resorting to tank LBing?
Say that again.
You remember? Do you remember the Twings?
Mm.
Do you vaguely recall that a PF strap for one of their for the optimized Meteor segment was to just tank LB it, which we never did.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember how many times we did that?
None. I don't.
Exactly.
think...
Correct.
I
That is
think.
correct.
I think
We did
like.
that 0 times.
Yeah.
Because it was not necessary. No.
The ball AoE ball was 5% for.
Yes,
Mythic,
but
right?
you couldn't. Yes, but you couldn't rely on it. So it was again anti-strategy.
I think it was 10%
No, I was just
actually.
asking.
It was.
I think
yeah,
wasn't it
10%.
single target? Single target 10%. The AoE was 5%, wasn't it?
No. Single target was 20%.
Oh, okay. So the ball was
Yeah.
strong. Damn.
It's strong, but you couldn't rely on it. So I hated using it in strategies.
I
Never
love
accounted
the
for it.
bowl.
Yeah,
I
but you
love
couldn't
the
rely on
bowl
it.
so much.
You could not rely on it, Roy. And you would hate that fact in this day and age. Don't lie about it.
I would hate the fact because I now know how to play the game, but when I was playing the game at that time, I was just like, oh my god, I got an AoE bowl, thank the Lord.
I miss
those
would be so much better.
times.
So much better if you could just cast the
Record.
bowl.
I'm not delaying us on purpose. I want to make sure me and Vivi are good. Believe me, otherwise we'll just end up wasting time. Especially before we go into strat discussion, which we need to do. I'm feeling a bit better, but I know Vivi's going to take a little longer. So yeah. Vivi is the death. But she didn't want to cancel again because in her work she already cancelled Monday and she doesn't want to be that bitch. So yeah. Anyway, no, I didn't like the ball. It was good in a pinch, but I preferred executed planned strategies.
I don't know. I really wish. I keep saying this, but I wish that they would go back to the old Astro cards, but they all would be different cooldowns, and you can just use them.
That would have been fine, Roy, but that didn't happen. So yeah.
I want that. Give me that.
Now, to be fair, when it came to 011, there was absolutely an argument for tank heal beyond Red Fists because we tested both scenarios and it cost healers too many GCDs to not tank LB. So there was definitely an argument for using tank LB there, which we did do.
Red Fist did a hurt team.
Though, to be fair, we did actually a couple of times execute it without tank LB because we had to, but it is very clutch. I don't know, it's mixed feelings. I mean, when I think when it comes to some mechanics, you shouldn't be able to tank LB them. But then again, I also think that, you know, back in Uwu, back in Stormblood days when deploy used to be broken, being able to literally crit deploy your way through ultimate predation was absolutely stupid. As much as Vivi would love to have old deploy back, like, cases like that are a good example for why it probably shouldn't come back. Yeah, for those unfamiliar, because you are a post-Shadowbringers baby, in which case I'm specifically addressing Annie here, because I think she's the only one at this point. You know, the way the way, as you guys know, deployment tactics works now is if they get a crit, they get the catalyze effect instead. It's just an extra shield. The way crit deploy used to work was if you got a crit, is it would fully double the amount based on the actual number. So you could go from something like a 20k shield to an 80k shield. It was insane. Yeah, but Annie, no, I'm talking Stormblood era. Stormblood
You
Scholar
said
was
post
very
Shadowbringers, so I'm taking this personally.
He said
yeah, I said people.
Yeah.
I heard Shadowbringers then. Sorry, this one.
However, you did not have a guaranteed Adlo with what was it called? Recitation.
No,
so you
there
were
was no
fishing for the shield.
recitation. You had to bait. And this is
You
one,
had
and
to
this
fish.
was why in certain times Vivi would desperately try to fish for a crit, even when I said it's fine, don't worry about it, stop wasting GCDs.
Yeah, we all do remember the times when we had this scholar fish for a crit blow, and then we would pull in after 15 seconds. It was absolutely stupid.
Oh, we never really did that because it was rarely needed in the opener. Vivi, do you remember any times we specifically went for a crit low in an opener? Because it was useful. I do remember actually, now that Josh has mentioned it, that when we did Kefka, because of his Heartless Angel opener, whether we got a crit low decided what kind of healing we had to do afterwards, because a crit low would be enough to deal so that you didn't have to top off for the Ultima. And as a result, you got some absolutely ridiculously beefy limit break because of it. But if you didn't get a crit low, you didn't get shit.
Yeah. I also remember a time when Monk needed 15 to 20 seconds to pre-pull.
Yeah, I remember actually the one that stands out the most to me is A10. Sorry, O10 with Midgard Soma, you know, his big ultimate he does after the ad phase. Considering we had Mantra at the time and Nature's Men, if Vivi got a crit low on that, we would essentially take 0 damage from that ultimate. We just wouldn't be any damage, it wouldn't break the shield.
Yeah, I remember. Healers were also busted. Also, you had Protect at that time, so...
Oh yeah, XCOG was fucking incredible in UCOB, you know, especially with crit autos. It's just, this is a lot, okay, healers get to ignore the tank for a bit.
God, Protect was also busted.
And to be fair, XCOG is still that, you know, especially now that crit autos are gone. But it had more weight back then because that was back when bosses would cleave.
Wait, what do you mean, Krim? Crit autos are not gone in lower level content.
I'm talking current level content, Roy, when I was referencing how XCOG is still that good. And also coinciding with what Viv is saying in party chat if you've opened your eyes and are reading.
Yes, but UCOB is old content which still can crit.
Yes, I know it can, Roy. I was talking about new content if you were paying attention.
I don't know.
I said XCOG is still that kind of good. You know, emphasis on present tense. Do I need to explain English to you? XCOG
became good in Shadowbringers. Let's give it proper due. It wasn't really that good in Stormblood.
Having said that, I honestly don't agree with resuscitating Excog. I always think that's better for Indom, if you want my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. You get more value out of it.
Yeah. Like, especially with the shit tanks have now, I can never see an argument for, like, wasting a resuscitation. Or however you pronounce it, on an Excog.
Resuscitation, yeah. Because in the end, like, a lot of, like, you also have now the distinction between pure healers and barrier healers as well. So you'll most likely have something.
No. Here's the distinction we have, Josh. The distinction is this healer has to work this hard to do good damage. This healer has to work this hard to do good damage. There's your distinction among healers.
No, definitely not. I will disagree vehemently there because there's a difference between signal targeting a tank with a recitation Excog or just having the fucking Astro cast what's it called? The 2 stacks of
Essential dignity.
Essential dignity. Massive difference.
If an Astro has to waste 2 charges of
not 2,
ED,
1 charge. I'm pointing out that here you have 2 charges, so that makes it even worse for the scholar. So the point was recitation in Indom makes more sense than having the scholar to cast.
Oh yes, absolutely, I agree. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
What I'm saying, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, but Scholar's always been in that fucking. Scholar is still in that weird place when it comes to damage. So yeah, it's so anti using its own kit. It's so unusual.
Yeah, I think honestly, Shadow Flare needs to come back for Scholar.
Yeah, this is a common argument.
Yeah, because he always was like that kind of job. So
yeah, but Vivi, what else would you use Recitation on? What else would you use Recitation on? Like, Recitation is beefy enough that it's close to Cure 3 levels. Now, if you could use it on something Fey Union, that could be a different story, but the sad reality is that bosses just don't auto enough anymore to justify it.
I just don't see how they have now released 2 expansions after Stormblood and still didn't give Fey Union Gauge another function.
They've took away instant cast cleaves. They made it so that bosses auto so pathetically little, and they've given us ridiculous cooldowns to deal with it. For anything outside of ultimate, you know, single target autos is single target damage on our tanks is almost never a problem.
The only time you have now cleaves is when they do those alternating cleaves like they do with P6 and with Shiva, for example, when she does the front to back.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's thinking with busters. That's good. But case in point, if I was to paint a more recent example, look at fucking Demigod Double on Hesperos. Does anyone remember that? If you don't, I can tell you why. Because it happens 3 times in the fight, and I home gang it each and every single time, so it is literally a non-mechanic. How about an even more recent example? You know, 2 out of 3 busters, and that may very well soon only be 2 as we get better gear. For the 3rd turn, you know, it means he just invul it, because why would we use anything else when they're so spaced out?
Yeah.
I was making sure you were good, Vivi. I was thinking about you. I apologize.
Alright.
What did you say you were good? Let me see. If you said it in party chat, it probably got lost because you're not doing voice right now. Why you're not doing voice, I don't know. Let me swap to my glam. So, Bib, will you be joining us on voice, or is Roy going to be flying solo in that respect tonight? Okay, let me do a ready check then. I mean,
Vivi has abandoned me. He hates me.
Let me just give Ari a lead. All right, fire away. Make sure you got your food, possibly pox, but we'll see.
yes, my pot's called Super Ether.
Yes, yes. Not worried about a few bucks.
I give consent to be fucked.
We're already at the point where
Always.
we're already at the point where we're getting fucking excess of free coffers anyway.
So, first things first, I need a picture.
Well, I want to make sure everyone has their helmets on, because if you don't, get out. Oh wow, it really does come with the bunny ears. That's surprisingly creative. Hang on, we gotta do the proper pose for this. What's that fucking standing, like, professional pose? You know, where we're like, you know, arms down the side, you know, like spread.
Oh, at ease? Or
Is it at ease?
attention?
Is it at ease?
Attention.
That's from an event as well, so not everyone may have it.
No,
No,
not
that
this one,
is,
no, this one. No, the one Morb is doing. One Morb is doing.
Yeah,
Which is
that's,
that is.
That's at ease? You just go.
it's the rated poses are from an earlier Moonfire Fair event, so not everyone has it.
Alright,
No,
everyone
it's,
pose.
squadron pose.
Vivi,
It's
get
a
up and
squadron.
pose. If you do English, you're doing this right.
I like my
Vivi.
Everyone's pulled. I'm gonna start T-posing. 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Trim.
I guess since, you know, Red Ranger's the leader, right? I have to be the one that looks most professional.
Yeah. That's
Ari, why
fine.
you no posing?
Ari's
I'm
just
seeing
default.
which one.
Just do a weapon pose like Josh is doing.
I love the tiny females just presenting the massive gaze.
Yes, it's hilarious.
Also,
That's the
Well,
point.
I don't know about anyone else, but is everyone else seeing fucking Carbuncle's ass?
Yes,
Yes.
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 it's mooning us. Tell when you're ready, Ari, so I can T-pose.
He's done now, he's doing it now. Awesome prog, guys. You see, this is fun, we're having fun, right?
This is low-key the best part of the evening.
Mhm.
Is
It really is.
Carbuncle our Megazord? I'm guessing he is. Now we need to post this before we get going, so everyone knows we are ready to prog.
Mhm.
Yep. So let's see, and then lighting.
We should break these out from time to time.
Now, someone posting in general on that thing. Too much effort for me to do it the way I want to do it.
One, two, make it filter.
What do we have anyway? So I'm red, Morb is orange, no, Roy's orange, Morb's green, okay. Zeke's black, Ari's blue, Annie is that silver, Annie?
Yeah.
Okay, Josh is pink, and Vivi is the white.
This is
The
the
pack.
green usually associated with healing. It's funny that I'm green and Roy is not.
Yeah, Roy only cares about the orange from the past. He's not here to heal.
Exactly.
Does this mean that fucking Athena is our Rita right now? It kinda does, right?
Actually, that's pretty out, yeah.
She's our Rita Repulsor. I'll do that.
I'm looking Lexi, it's just like, did you guys clear?
Lexi's having a moment.
Hey!
It was worth it just for that.
Lexi is a stroke. You did go for the right green, I think. I'm trying to remember if the green dragon Zord Rangers was a little lighter or not.
He was more lighter green.
It matters to me.
I see.
I like the name of the gear as well, Phoenix Rising. You know, I realised something. Between this and the fact that we're getting Phoenix as a mount, isn't it interesting that these events in 14 come out just after 16, which incidentally has Phoenix as a big critical character in the story? Coincidence? I wonder.
Well, it is mostly because of the 10-year anniversary.
It is, but it's not a bad plug either when you think about it.
Yeah. Have you done the Rising quests already?
I have not known, but I've seen the mount. It looks amazing.
Yeah. There's also a separate
Yeah, I saw.
quest.
Yeah, I saw. There's 2 quests in all that for it.
Yeah, one's about Louisois.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. You're basically following his footsteps for 1.0.
What, the whole fucking circle of the 12 shit?
Yeah. They're basically following everything he did there. And you get an adventurer plate from it.
Let me just get these going.
It actually looks like Vivi is feeling more Bob in character.
Well, in traditional Ranger rules, you know, she's the bog standard Mary Sue female, so while she'll do well and maybe have an episode or 2, for the most part she'll end up the damsel in distress, and you know, the Rangers have to rescue her. How it goes.
What?
I can rescue her, I guess.
You know, I kind of have to commend Josh's effort. You know, he also went for a mechanized pink scythe. Like, I'll give him that.
But you guys didn't plan your weapon the same color as yours?
I did.
We never talked about that.
I think that just makes sense.
Yeah, that just comes with doing glamour.
Yeah,
And we're
I
just gonna
picked
have to
up
do
more
this
pocket
again
sword.
later. God.
It sounds like a good idea.
Let's see my orange
I didn't
rod.
have to.
Now I just need to put the Power Rangers theme on loop.
I didn't have to dig too deep into the what's it called, glamour box for this, because there's just one of the 8 sites that exist in this game.
Yeah, that's the is that
The
the
Galley one.
fucking is that the Skaven one?
Yeah, it's the Galley. Oh, it's Skaven. Yeah. I thought it was the Galley one. No, it's Skaven one. Yeah, it's Skaven one. Very, very good one. It's one of the reasons why I want pink, because it looks so absolutely ridiculous in pink.
Well, when you
Nice
guys are
level.
done, posing, we need to go over our draft strategy we have for ad phase.
True.
We can go over that while posing.
All right, Roy, take it from the top. Then you make the diagrams and stuff.
So, everybody have the thing in front of them.
Yeah,
Here, let me
And
open
it
it
is
up again.
called Thoughts and Prayers from this point onward.
Indeed.
It's not a
Nice.
bad name to be
I
fair.
would actually propose one addendum to the name. I would call it Thoughts and Prayers, because in there is 8 angels coming down.
No.
Just because they're women
Request
doesn't
is
mean they're thoughts.
denied
That's
and
sexist.
promptly
Josh.
ignored.
Thoughts and prayers is just funny.
Right, well, first things first. So the fact that they're all color coded is just to make it easier for the numbers. The actual, otherwise, it has no bearing.
So basically, first thing that's gonna happen, kind of gonna start by the whole slashing of the blades, which is gonna do damage. Have to heal it up. During the mechanic, we will have taken a lot of damage, Vivi, so we really want to have things set up there. The reason for this is we are not gonna be taking a static laser, but we're gonna be static add spawns.
Yeah.
What we
And to
have reached as a conclusion.
And to clarify by what Roy means by that is that there's no rhyme or reason. We know there's 2 kinds of ags. One that does the little cleave around the middle and one that does the 2 baited beams. However, from what we've seen right now, there's no rhyme or reason to the order. So the first ag could be a cleave. Second one could be a beam. The first 2 ags could be 2 beams back to back. That doesn't matter. Don't overthink it. Okay, Roy, continue.
Yes. So we are gonna have partners for each part of the mechanics of this. So 1 and 5 are partnered, 2 and 6 are partnered, 3 and 7 are partnered, and 4 and 8 are partnered. So the first thing that is going to happen, we are going to first look at Athena, and she is going to become the new North, where she spawns. So basically, we have this whole diagram set up with her being North. So number 1 and 5 are going to go directly opposite of her, with 5 standing in front of 1.
Yeah, because it does seem to be proximity.
Yes. Proximity and also stack, so to say.
Do we know if 5 has to stand in front of 1, or is it just a share?
I don't know. Might as well just stand in front of them, just in case. Just also a side note. No, I'll go over that after. So basically, we'll have 1 and 5 directly opposite, while 2 and 6 are going to be waiting not directly north because you'll get cleaved by the boss, but slightly to the side. You don't get cleaved by the boss when she to 1.
And then when Athena charges, go into where she was, because we want her to go. We want her to go back and forth for this part at least.
So we want her to be in those gaps, right?
Yes.
Yep. First
Like
off,
stop
is everyone following what we're saying?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Right.
I recommend looking at.
I'm still reading the fucking text at the same time, so I'm very, very lost.
That's fine. Give him a minute, and Zeke and Annie, if you have any questions, we can go through that first. There's no rush. So yeah.
Roy, before you mention it, the baits, I would propose one thing to make it a little bit more organized, because I'm pretty certain that will be an issue. When we do have the pairs that are baiting, we should propose that the smaller number goes counterclockwise into the gap and the larger number goes clockwise, so that we have the order of small to big.
No, they want to stay together because they'll need to share again.
No.
This is consistent. It's always the smaller number is going clockwise, and the higher number is going counter. Well, not counter. The higher number is going to be lower, so to say.
Okay, fair enough then. It's just I did see it now. So we will be baiting those in between the gaps. Okay, all good. I'll let you continue.
Well, while people are thinking, just so everyone essentially will have to do anywhere between 3 to 4 steps. For example, once 1 and 5 are done with their charge, the next thing they need to think about is the ad in the center. Now, that should be, if I remember correctly, the second ad that comes down, right?
No, it's like the first ad can do something, and the people that are taking care of the first ad that spawns is 3 and 7.
Okay, all right. So who's taking? All right. So which ad are 1 and 5 taking care of?
1 and 5 are taking 1 and 5 are taking care of ad number 3.
Okay, right.
So
you think about the ad now. When the third ad comes down, 1 and 5, whether it's if it's a bait, do the bait. If it's a cleave, just dodge the cleave. To keep it simple, try to whether it's a baited beam or not, it doesn't matter. If you get a cleave instead, it doesn't matter. In that sense, you'll just skip a beam for now, and you'll do the same thing after 5's charge as well. This is because there's 8 tags. There's 8 tags to go through, and there are 8 charges.
So one thing I've noticed as well before when we were, you could technically just position yourself like you would be taking the beam, even if it's a cleave, because the cleave is not too big. You just have to be a little bit inside so that the people on the edges are the furthest ones.
Yeah. For example, Annie, if you're number 1, right? Then when it comes to the ad, you may have to do a bait. But if it's a cleave instead, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Just treat it the same way. You're still handling that ad, if that makes sense.
Can you say that again? Pardon?
Okay, Annie. There is, as of right now, no rhyme or order to how the ads are going to come down. Again, you could get double cleave into a bait. You could get double bait into a cleave. As a result, to keep it consistent, when it's time to do your ad, so the third ad in this case, if you're 1 or 5, right? Whether at 1 is a bait or a cleave, it doesn't matter. Treat it the same way. If it's a bait, obviously do the bait. If it's a cleave, just dodge the cleave. The point is, that's your ad done. Does that make sense?
Oh, by cleave you mean they do the little like circle with a tiny like safe spot?
Yeah,
question mark?
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
logic
pretty
is-
much.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
And those are separate from the beams.
Yes.
There are
Oh.
like they're basically ads. Both are ads, just they do different things. But it's
Yeah,
still the
okay.
same thing.
But you can see which one it's
Okay,
going to be in
yeah,
advance.
okay. I get what
Yeah.
Krim is saying now. Okay.
You can
Yeah.
see which one it's going to be in advance because when the ads come down, there is a coloured sigil underneath them. If it's purple, it is a cleave. If it is yellow, it is the beams.
So correct me if I'm mistaken. So
Okay.
the order of things is it's add first, then the dash, then add, then the dash again, right?
Not,
so
not.
the add,
Yes,
correct.
yes. That is correct.
add,
Yes.
ads happen fast. So yeah, it's key to preposition immediately for the ads then.
Yeah. But for example, so Annie, let's say you're one, right?
Mhm.
So you do your charge, you wait for the third ad, make sure to get out the puddle that's left behind, of course. Wait for the third ad, whether it's a bait or a beam, you do that. What do you do after you're done with that? Let's say you're number one.
If I'm number one and we've had the fucking first dash, a break, and then an ad bait or a dodge.
Yeah.
Then
that's
I
what-
wait
yeah.
again and then I go to dash.
Where do you go to dash? Who are you sharing with for the dash?
With 5 if I'm one.
Yes, that is correct. So you will go to 5 spot at that point.
Yeah, which I need to actually look at. Fuck, there's 8 numbers, huh?
Basically, you always take every third dash.
Yeah,
The
no,
number-
I get that part.
Oh.
It's just the number spots.
But
Every
you will
fourth
also, but number 5 also has an ad to do as well, which you will be doing with them if you think it in the partner tank. So you will have one more ad to do after 5 dash as well, and that could be another cleave or it could be a beam. If you're really the only danger to the strat is it's entirely possible that one partner set may have to handle 2 sets of beams, and there's nothing we can do about that. It can
Also-
be done though. It's just a healing factor.
Annie, if it helps, numbers above 4 don't actually kind of matter because basically it will just be 90% of your last spot, like 90 degrees. Sorry.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. You just go like quote unquote 2 spots clockwise from your
Yes.
like original starting spots.
The only caveat to offer to this is to make it more safer for the direction the beams are going. If the very first ad is a beam, because we're going to have the boss going north and south, right? Have them aim left and right, or east and west relative for the boss. Every
Just have them east and
subsequent...
white, just have them east and west for the first 4 ads. Then go
That's-
north and south for the
That's,
last 4 ads.
that's relative east and west, by the way.
No,
that's
that's
not
just hard
true.
east and west.
But then if the boss starts east and west, right, how are you going to do that?
What do you mean? Relative to the bomb? Yeah, of course, relative to the
That's
boss.
what I
but
said.
it's
That's what I said. Relative to
You
the
said
boss. not-
absolute.
Yeah, you
absolute
said
to the
absolute.
thing. I don't know. Why would you say
No, right.
relative when we're doing the whole mechanic relative?
I said because I said true. I said not true east and west.
Can I
I
ask
see.
why are we doing those first for that way? I didn't quite catch
Because
that.
the boss will be going up and down if we're treating her as north. Remember, so we don't. So we want the beams facing another direction to make it safe for everyone else.
Oh,
We don't
okay,
want. We
so-
don't want them aiming. Yeah, we don't want them aiming another way.
So for the first 4, relative from her starting point, east and west, basically, technically.
Again, we have to plan the way the beams are going to go because we have a small space to work with, and it will be very, very easy to clip someone else
Okay.
with a beam.
Yeah. Are you concerned if we aim them between the gaps that we might clip someone?
Yeah, basically that, Annie. Yeah. As soon as you're done with your charge, go to the center, making sure not to get hit by the boss, of course. And then obviously either dodge a cleave or get ready with your partner to handle a bait.
Not directly after your dash.
It's not
One
directly
after
after.
that.
Yes, you will have to counter. That's the annoying thing because of the timing of the magic vulnerabilities, we have to offset a number. It's kind of a pain. But there's no other way around that, from what I can tell.
Basically, you have your dash, time to get into position, your ad, time to get into position, your dash, time to get into position, your ad.
One way to look at it is odd numbers do the odds mechanics, and even numbers do the even mechanics. So odd numbers do the odd dashes and add. Even numbers do the even dashes and add. So it'll be odd numbers doing a mechanic, even numbers doing a mechanic, odd numbers doing a mechanic, even numbers doing a mechanic.
The trick to this is obviously built around the ag. So again, 1 and 5 handles the first dash. The second dash should be 2 and 6, was it?
2 and
No,
6.
no. Yeah,
Second
so
dash is
that's
2 and 6.
Now, for the first ad, if it is a beam, or just the first ad in general, of course, that should be 3 and 7, right?
3 and 7 are first add, yes.
Yes. So, by that logic, Vivi, what group will be handling the second ad if 1 and 5 are handling the third ad?
Okay.
No, Josh, I'm waiting on an answer.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I have to add something later. So, right. We actually do not have to resolve them east and west.
We do
The
not
beam
have to,
base.
but this is just consistent, and you will always create a situation where someone will have like a tighter spot.
Vivi, are you alive now?
That's just
Kinda.
how we've chosen to do it like this.
But if you follow the order of Athena, the beams will be always baited on the opposite side of the people who have the power.
I asked you a question, Vivi. Were you not listening?
Does it make sense?
All right. If
So
1 and 5 is handling the third ad, right, and 2 and 6 is and 3 and 7 is handling the second ad, who is handling the third ad? This is similar to Living Strike. Morby, can you answer this question?
Oh, I was not paying attention. I'm reading this.
Oh my
thing.
god. Or, if 1 and 5 is handling the third ad, right? And 3 and 7 are handling the second ad, who is handling the third ad?
Wait.
Basic number,
doesn't
it's a
1 and
basic
5
number
handle the
breakdown.
first dash?
They do.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the dash, I'm talking about the ags.
So it would be the third dash.
Yes. 1 and 5's handling the third ad. They can't handle the first and the second because of the magic
Right.
ball timing. 3 and 7 are taking the first ad. So who is taking the second ad?
The next one's on the list. That's-
What part of the numbers are these? If you assume it's a beam to keep it simple.
So
A
I'm
simple
confusing
breakdown.
myself.
It's a simple breakdown. Forget about the charge for a minute.
So I've already mixed all the numbers in my head. I don't know what is what.
Do you remember
way
Lemon
I-
Strike more? We partner
I
people
do,
which way like
kinda.
3 and 7. Yeah, 3 and 7, right? 1 and 5, etc. Right?
Yes.
So, if it helps you more, the way I memorize it, you count from 1 to 4, but you just start with 3 and 4, and then we start with the higher numbers and then with the lower numbers. If you split sets.
Okay.
So 3, 4, 1, 2, 7, 8, 5, 6.
No, don't tell them, Josh. I wanted to figure it out themselves.
Well, it's the best way to. It's better to
No,
memorize it.
that's spoon feeding information because you don't know if they'll actually process that.
I'm not processing it. Just numbers
you
in
go,
the air,
Josh.
I cannot
Exactly.
do it.
That's why that doesn't work. Annie, let me ask you the question then, right? Okay, so 3 and 7 are taking the first ad, correct?
Yes.
1 and 5 are taking the third ad because of magic ball timing. So who is taking the second ad?
4-8. I don't think about
There
it
you
this way.
go,
If you
that
ask
is
it like
no,
this,
that
I
is
will not
correct. No,
know.
that's-
Please
that's
don't ask it
correct.
like this again.
But that is correct.
I'm only
Yeah, but
I only
I
know
need
this
it-
right now because I'm thinking about it this way.
Yeah, but that's no. Of course, we need practical experience, but we need people to have an idea about it as well. No, this is definitely going to require practice for sure. Because of magic ball offset timing morph, every attack gives magic vulnerability. And it lasts for 5 seconds. So it has to be done this way. Trust me, Roy, and
Oh, you went
and
backwards.
RH.
That's why that confused me so much.
What?
Because 1-5 was taking the third, and you asked the second.
Yeah. Well, okay, well, can you tell me why 1 and 5 can't take the first or second one?
Because they're dealing with the dash, so they have the magic
Right.
wand.
Ringo. So in that case then, because of offset timing of the mechanic, who takes the first ad?
It's Wednesday.
Yes, the first would be 3 and 7.
Yeah.
So who takes the second one then?
4 and 8. That makes
There
sense.
you go.
Going from
Yeah, there you
third
go.
to
Yeah,
second
that's- yeah.
confused me terribly.
Exactly, yeah. We again, this is like similar to Loving Strike. You have to offset it like
Right,
this.
just don't go backwards in the mechanic. I already have issues with this already.
Well, we knew that was going to be the case. There's no way around it. We spent an hour trying to think of a more simpler approach. We couldn't think of one. If anyone thinks there's a simpler approach, by all means, we're open ears.
I don't think I don't think we have much until we actually try it out.
All right.
I think we
Okay,
probably
fu-
have this
The
discussion.
fun. All right. Then let's just go over the fundamentals then, right? Every number has a spot. It's a partner mechanic. Odds and evens partner together, like so. 1 and 5, 3 and 7, 2 and 6, 4 and 8, etc. Ags can alternate at random. Pay attention to the colors. Purple is cleave, yellow is bait. That's the and the dashes leave behind the puddle, so you do have to move out of it. That's the simplest information we can offer on the mechanic. If there's no questions beyond that, we can get started. And the numbers rotate clockwise, starting from the boss's initial position. Keep that in mind. Let me do a ready check, see if we're good. This also assumes, by the way, that we get through fucking that's set. I think it's the third paradigmer, correctly.
It is chakra, Chris.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call that paradigmer 3.
What the fuck is Paradigm 3?
Nobody knows. It's chakra crystal.
It's platforms, Annie.
Chakra crystals, Annie.
Okay.
Oh, check your food, Vivi food.
I'm gonna be honest, naming things in a different way rather than calling it 1, 2, and 3 helps me so fucking much that I wish that we would do this for every single fight.
Well, that's cute for you, Annie, but I'm not always gonna do that, so deal with it.
It's okay. I will from now on.
Because again, that doesn't always apply to everyone. Certainly doesn't apply to me and Ori.
That's why I put the names of the mechanics behind them.
That's why you did both of them, like we had to specifically request. Remember?
Just because I don't know that you guys were not you guys were struggling.
Oh no, it's not a struggle. It's not for me at least, it's not a struggle, Roy. I just don't like it called that way. It's stupid to me.
He said the S word.
Yes, well,
You know, well, the cream is allergic to that word.
What struggle? Huh?
Nice time.
I'm fine with the word struggle. I just literally don't know what you're talking about.
It's fine. I will not tell anyone.
No, I actually don't know what he's on about for real.
It's okay, Chris. It's okay.
Josh, show up.
A month? It's wrong, I think. But we can make it. Oh, we can't make it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I was in the right spot there, Ari.
I had the dark tower and
So did I. So did I.
the light tethers were going from. There was a light tether perturbating on T and one on D.
I had the dark tether on west and I had no tower.
on west.
Let me have a look at this.
There was no dark
Yeah.
tether on west. There
light
was a
tether.
dark tether
Light
on
tether, I meant I needed the dark tower.
Yeah, so Ari,
Yeah.
going from clockwise from west, right? There, Josh had a light tether, and that's the first one I encountered, so that should have been mine.
No.
you.
Oh, there's all right.
Mob
Yeah,
had-
there's all right. Yeah, there is one at west. I didn't see it because whoever had it took fucking centuries to get into position with it.
I went immediately there.
Didn't look
Yeah.
into me, but that's fine.
Okay, I got lasered because I thought the tether was somewhere, but it wasn't there. It was a little bit close.
Stay.
Yeah. No mechanic.
Hours. Ag. AoE. Healing crystals 1 incoming. Out, partners.
Counter.
Check debuffs. Someone was wrong, in and out. Out. Powers.
I'm always wrong.
I'm guessing Vivi may have been wrong. Yep, that's Savage. Get ready to move over.
If I was wrong, everyone would have died.
Okay.
In position as well. This one is tank.
In.
In, yep, yep. Alright, time for the platform. Eyes up. Yep, power went off. Oh wait, no, we're good. We're good.
No,
We're good.
No, that was
Vivi,
roll
Vivi,
damage.
Vivi, Vivi.
Almost killed myself there.
I got you, Ari.
We did Taos good.
Heading right.
Oh wow, that was with vengeance, Jesus. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't,
problem.
I don't think.
So we reset before she does.
Yeah, reset, yeah. So not bad, not bad. Okay, so alright, what happened anyway? 2 people died.
I died to raw damage.
I like the thing is, if I'm south, I cannot reach the person that is north, so we need some mitigation there.
I'm gonna use
Should I
the... second wind, but I got over 2 by 9,000.
Do you have a feint for that, any by any chance?
We don't know if it'll work, but
I can use it, yes. I'm supposed to feint the raid white that comes after it, but I could try
I don't
to
know,
feint.
keep it there on the raid white
yeah.
afterwards, because that shit
Let
hurts.
me.
Also,
My shake
I don't
is
think you can
available.
feint the ads.
I double
No,
check.
the actual like phase transition, Annie.
I double check.
Yeah, I know.
I double checked, and my shake is available. That should help.
Yeah, that should help a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
So the transition. Okay.
Yeah. It just means it will not be up immediately at the start of the ad phase. But if that's enough, then yeah,
We'll
that
have
should
to
be alright.
see, honestly. Like,
With ideally, if possible, we don't want to dump too big stuff there because we're going to want big stuff for the ad phase.
like Vivi's gonna holos. I'm gonna save
Vivi-
temperance for ad phase. If Prim shakes there, we should be fine then.
Yeah. Vivi, can you get our Terror off just before you go to your position on the first step? It should last long enough to make a difference. Okay. Alright, should be alright then.
Yeah, Vivi, in that case, we were both like X and plus, so the healers were as far away from the middle as possible. But we need to have like a setup that doesn't matter that we are so far away.
To be honest, as long as everyone did it
like
right.
a check instead of
Yeah.
a healing check.
Yeah. As long as everyone did the mechanic itself right and it was healing, that's easy enough to deal with. It's our Power Ranger Unity, folks.
A Power Ranger Unity is making us not do anything.
Power Raiders.
Power Raiders, I like that, see? Mighty Morphin Power Raiders.
Mighty Morbin.
Mighty Morbin. Yeah. Towers. Ags. AoE. I can top us up with Shake, don't worry. We have in partners.
Counter.
Check debuffs. Go. In then out, in then out. In. And out. Towers. Very good. We have Savage.
Listed.
Right, get ready for the buster. Tanks in, party out. If you want to create a smear here as well, Vivi, for the dot afterwards, your call. And this time it was fine. Okay.
Because I forgot that I was using the thing on you and not on you.
Oh, I see.
Because you take that like a little bitch.
I only have Rampart and Bloodlane for you.
Little
yeah,
bitch.
I mean, I could hold it to be honest. If I really wanted to. Alright. I'm gonna wait till the cast go out before I get Shake going, just to maximize.
I don't have tactics.
And
On the
now.
empty one.
I use tactician here.
Ooh. Well, I died. I got lasered to death.
Yep, so it seems like someone screwed up. Okay, what happened? Vivi and Josh got lasered. Why?
Yeah, on our side, Phoebe ran too fast and she ran straight into the lasers.
Oh, then how did Josh get lasered then?
I don't know, I got the laser from whoever was on the platform, just, I think, south of me? Southeast
I had a
of me?
decent POV, let me take a look. Quickly.
I just saw a laser coming from behind me, basically. It's like, what?
Alright, so it looks like... Who had that one? Yeah, I can see the one, Josh. To be fair, I think that might have maybe have been on you if you'd linked slightly to the left. I think you would have been okay. Who had that? I think, who had the lower yellow tether there?
I was standing the one most south.
That would have been you then, alright, but I'm not sure that was you, because I think you could have linked slightly to the left, Josh. I would have been fine, so...
Where were you? Like,
Pretty much the same spot as the last
I was
time around.
like here. This
Yeah,
is
that is too far south. You need to be a little bit further up.
Center.
Yeah. Like,
Fair.
I would have been fine, Josh. I had space to move slightly more,
Okay.
so, yeah.
That's on me. Oh well, happens.
It's fine. What matters is people are understanding the mechanic, really, so...
Mechanic?
Mechanic.
Hey, listen, right now it is a mechanic. On the confident it was a mechanic. I'll give them that.
Mechanic.
Easy to
No
screw it
shit.
off.
Bitch thing.
Towers. Ags. AoE. Okay. That's the healing crystals one. Out partners.
What price?
Check debuffs. Go. In, out, in, out, in, out. Out. Towers. We have normal mode. Go. In position, boss will turn north. We have tanks out, party in.
You can bear this.
Very good, boss will jump. be a knock. Shake should be available as well, 8 seconds. Check your shit and just concentrate, you get time.
Oh, someone didn't bait that.
We're good,
Oh,
heal
we
up,
found.
heal up. I'll reprisal this. I tried.
I'll take the Buster with Living Dead.
Right. I'm gonna do this there to be safe. Yeah, I'm glad I did do that, Jesus. Voting. I did reprisal that on the soul as well, there wasn't much else I could do. Alright, single target only, Zig, that's gonna be your reprisal.
What's the time for this?
Now.
Alright.
Got eyes off, pay attention to where bots are starting and your numbers. Let's get some practice going. Tend to shake as well, Roy.
We bait this? Yep. Ooh.
Well, I did mine right. I think you moved back in a little too soon, Roy, I'm not sure.
I rotated the wrong way into general.
Hang on, no, I was supposed to go
I
clockwise.
rotated the wrong way, Grim.
Are we supposed to go opposite directions anyway, or are we going
No,
the same
we're going the
direction
same
together?
direction because we stay partners for the whole mechanic.
Right. So-
Ari, was it damage for us, or what do you think?
The charts, it was just damage. We took roughly 70k from the
So
dash
let,
and the
let me
dash,
examine. Let me examine the footage and see what happened there precisely.
I don't think H baited the beacon on the second.
Hang on,
match.
I'm gonna look at the footage, okay? First off, so, okay, 1 and 5. Who had 5? That was Zeke, and he
had-
was not stat with Annie, so that would have guaranteed Annie's death right there.
Shit, I should have been down there.
Yeah. Me and Roy had 2 and 6, so we were waiting on the sides for the boss to jump.
Ari
Yeah.
and I had 3 and 7. We baited first lasers.
You did, correctly? Let's have a look. I'm assuming you two were, okay. Well, minus the part where you were both kind of in that position. Like, it's amazing you didn't hit anyone there, honestly.
No,
But,
I was trying to dodge Zeke somehow, but yeah.
okay,
Yeah, I was trying to dodge Ari.
right. The second one was also a beam, and that should have been 4 and 8. So, Morb, you were number 4, right?
Mhm.
So you did that. Who had 8? That was Vivi by the look of it, but let's take a look, see if she did bait it. No, she did. You two did the second bait correctly.
Okay.
So where
But,
did this start to go wrong then?
So our assumptions are correct when it comes to the
Who had number 3 there?
That was me.
Right, and you went to the free spot after your ad. Yeah, you went to the free spot afterwards, right, Ari?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing then the reason you died, Josh, was purely from a healing front because Roy got clipped.
I don't know. I was with Ari.
And yes,
Yeah,
that was pure healing to you two. So basically, everything up until I want to say the third dash was done correctly there. Roy went the wrong way, well, mostly correctly. Roy went the wrong way, and Zeke was not stacking with 1. Everything else was fine.
Looks like it.
Yeah. But from that though, did people have something of an idea for how we have to do this?
For processing.
When you say second part, Vivi, like, what do you mean by second part? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
You were in the right spot, Annie, but Zeke wasn't with you. That's why you died.
Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware of that.
Yeah, I posted in Strat discussion that we do recover from Magic Wand just as the ads are clipping us with the. So that might be worth mentioning.
Yeah, so basically, Vivi, obviously, besides people dying, obviously you want to try and not let that catch you there. But once you had done your beam, because you were 8, right? You wanted to, without getting hit by the boss's charges, of course, make your way to 4 with Morb. Because after that beam, what would have been next would have been your dash, well, Morby's dash at 4.
Yeah.
Then you would have had to have done another beam, and then Morb would have had to have come to you to the 8 spot.
Yeah.
And then that should be that at that point.
Yeah. It's important that dashes are taken as much to the edge as possible for the proximity, because if one person is slightly off, that means the following dash will be shorter as well. And it does seem to up the damage quite a bit.
Okay, well let's try and see that again then, okay? Wasn't the worst first attempt with our draft strategy, but let's try and see that again. Because when you're done with your charges as well, besides keeping account for your beams, for just generally getting out the way, move clockwise. It's been specifically done that way so that you won't risk getting hit by an upcoming charge.
Yeah. The initial positions are very easy to figure out as well if you struggle with that.
Yeah. 1 and 2 are always opposite, and then you rotate clockwise. So
and
clockwise and 2 will be 4. So yeah.
Yeah. And then you just do go 2 positions clockwise from your initial positions, and that's it.
Oh, and a little pro tip, Vivi, because we can't target the boss there, you can honestly keep up Prognosis if you want. There's no loss to it. Okay, let's see that again then. Wasn't bad, it wasn't bad for a first attempt. Could have gone a hell of a lot worse. We also need to start keeping a track on the Axe preview as well. That first one there was into Cardinal, and was that a beam or a cleave?
First ad was beam.
Alright, yeah, the intercardinal ones always beams then, if I remember correctly.
I think so. The sigil, when all the ads drop at once, they all have a brief signal as well.
Yeah. Which we suspect is based on... Yeah, another signal as well, but yeah, if I can map it in advance, that would be good.
Let's stay.
Did you remember to switch stay Morb?
I didn't. So I was thinking about them again.
Oh, okay. As long
Okay,
as we
well,
get up for this.
We all know you're a single-brained organism, it's okay.
No, he is very DPS. He has at least 2 brain cells. He's still melee to have 1 brain cell.
No, it's a Morb thing in this case. To be specific. Oh, God damn it, Ori. Yeah, I'm dead. I thought that was mine and I didn't double check because I was talking. Hello, Susan. Susie, why you pick Daddy's button fingers? I need to do action for those.
Butterfingers?
Button fingers.
Oh, button.
It's like the one I was using for holding down the hotbar roid. She's just preening it because she's like just sitting like on the gap on my chair between my legs. Bless her. Now she's on my knee. Just Susie thing.
Am I wrong? No, this is the first laser. This is the first hour.
Well, one of you guys is wrong. I don't know who, but one of you guys was wrong. Like I saw more than Roy in the same spot as me.
I know I was right.
Let me get this. I was Dark Tower, and the first light tether was east.
No, I was
So-
in northwest with the light tether, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's on me then. I didn't see it
Okay.
correctly. My bad.
Morbe, what happened in your case?
No, I was wrong. That's what.
Yeah, but wasn't it? Was it you next to Roy? I thought it was Morbe.
Mobby
Uh,
went
we will
because
say
of
they are
me.
back.
Oh right. Oh, you tell me that when I start the countdown, woman.
Well,
Yeah.
she kind of said it like a second before you started the countdown.
I didn't know that. This is why I hate when people like raid on voice.
Mobby adjusted because I was wrong. That's what happened.
Yeah, but then he ran headlong into Roy, so
Yeah,
it wasn't
but
a
he
very
tried
good
to-
adjustment.
Yeah, he tried to adjust for my mistake. That's what happened.
I see.
Yeah.
So when Roy and Mob have their inevitable divorce, they're gonna blame it on you.
We would never get divorced by someone so insignificant as Josh.
Oof.
Fair point. Fair point. I bear no significance in their lives. Or anyone else's lives. Maybe my wife's. I do
hope you're
control whether
right,
she lives or
but
dies.
That's how I'll say.
We still didn't do our anniversary. In-game.
Oh, let's try that again. Just so I've done this at least once tonight. Don't worry, Roy, I got home ready.
I'm triggered.
Excellent.
Stay.
Oh, this mechanic's so hard for me to involve.
There's a mechanic.
What mechanic?
Well, I mean, according to a certain group I've heard recently, apparently this mechanic is so tough you need to use both hand kinballs on it.
Not exactly what was said.
It might as well be, Roy.
Is that mechanic essentially, do I hell skate straight or do I hell skate diagonally?
Hello, Bib.
Hey, bestie.
Hey, bestie.
Powers. Axe. AoE. I always like it how Vivi's a healer, yet she's the one who always ends up the lowest. Funny to me.
But female needs help.
Like to tank my 90k.
I feel like you're like using
Outspread.
like earlier and earlier.
It's fine, Roy, because it'll still last. Check debuff. And we have out in. In. Towers.
Almost.
Almost. No, savage.
Stay all the way.
I'm already moving to south then.
Amazing.
Yeah, might as well.
That's my positional.
And we have tanks in.
Baby the baby.
This buster getting weaker and weaker. Kind of feels like it. Paradigma 3, aka chakra crystals. Are you happy?
Sure, that works for me.
Yeah, we'll compromise on that, okay?
Yeah.
We are getting the boss lower and lower with every pull in this phase.
The earlier I get, oh yeah, check debuff. Eyes up.
Tank swap.
We
Ken's
good?
not in phase yet.
Yeah, because Eddie was dead.
Heal,
okay.
right, you got this, right?
I'm doing as much as I can.
Yeah, I think I was too low down and got
Your
beamed
tether
by the
was
other
still-
beams.
No, Eddie, your tether was still not
I need,
changed.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh?
I had to equilibrium there, by the way, or I would have died.
But that's fine, you don't need it for anything soon, so you should...
Alright, remember, we got the shit coming off. Targeted mitigation only. Do it earlier if you're not sure.
Can you check if she always goes north or something like that? Because that may help us pick position earlier.
Let me concentrate, eyes on the ag.
Uh,
That should be cleave, beam. I can't see all of them. Eyes up. Orb.
Oh. I was trying to process where to go. I forgot when to look where.
Well, we had the right idea, Josh, but Vivi also put a puddle right in the middle, so yeah. Bib, what number? Bib, what number were you? You were 3, right? So in that case, Bibi, did you deal with your first ad, right? Did you deal with your first ad? Even if that, Vivi, if it's a cleave or a bait, it doesn't matter. You still treat it. It doesn't have to be a bait for you to deal with it. It's the order that matters.
1 point.
Okay, just checking.
Sorry, 1 point, Trim, you went a little bit too early on middle as well. We have to wait for one mechanic before, so we stand in our position.
Yeah, no,
wait
that's
for
fine.
one
I
mechanic.
was still. I need to get a feel for the timing as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was just
that's
giving
fine,
you
yeah.
giving you feedback.
Okay. What was that? What was our first ad there, by the way? Was that a cleave? I think it was a cleave.
Our ad would have been.
Not ours, Josh. I'm speaking to the party in general.
Huh.
What was the
It
first
was
ad?
a cleave.
Right. So in that case, yeah, okay. In that case, Vivi, as soon as you saw that cleave was done, you needed to go straight to Frey.
I'm just gonna quickly buy. Perfect.
The first mistake there was Morb dying because he's an idiot.
I was trying to process what to do.
Well, what number did you have, Morb?
7. I should have been with you.
No, not with me. I had 1.
Huh?
1 and 5 go together. 3 and 7 go
Yeah,
together.
was it BB3?
Yeah, I've always said with me. Never mind.
No, BB.
Yeah, pretty much. You just needed to make sure not to get hit by the boss and keep an eye on that first ad. That was it. After that, go straight to play. I don't know who took. Let me see if I can find out what Josh has gone. Who took that second ad, Roy? I'm guessing, Roy, you had 4 or 8 then?
I was 4, yes.
Let's see what happened. So, who took the second ad then? So, me and Josh did our charge, Morb died, as God intended. It was Zeeg ran in. Roy. Ari, I'm going to assume you were number 8.
I think it was 4 or 8. Oh, I was 8.
Okay, then Zeke should not have been in at that point.
Guessing Zeke was 6? 360?
Yeah.
If you're not sure where to start initially, because you're not handling anything immediately, just stand in your position where you would be for dash, and then keep an eye on the middle. Always stand on the outer edge. There's no boss to hit, so yeah. Again, the exception is 2 and 6. They just want to stand left and right of the boss. That's it.
Yeah. Joe's a bit ill, so I don't want to do second as well.
But no, the same rules apply in the second half as well. So 1 and 5, they wait 2 ags after the charge. When it's 5's turn, they do the same thing. They wait 2 ags after the charge. Same thing. You just repeat the same step twice.
I'm back.
At least with the way we've mapped it out, it should work that way. Hello, Susie. You want attention right now? I'm doing prog, Susie. I'm doing more Raiders prog.
I think more than Power Raiders.
Good Morbin time.
It's always Morbin time.
My
I don't remember
favorite
what
part
time,
was
but I did mob.
when we were mobbing all over the place.
Basically.
Yeah, no, fine.
Hours. Axe. AoE. Yeah, I know, Josh. I was just double checking to be sure. I was getting ready. I was ready to move.
No, I was confirming for myself. More confirmation. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to answer what you said earlier, Roy. I'm trying to actually do shake as early as possible with it still being good, because because that means I have it earlier on that phase as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Out partners.
That should produce the 80.
Clockwise.
Get debuff.
Oh look, the same side again.
Out in, out in. In. Towers and spread. We have normal.
It's all the way.
Whippity
Time to
swappity.
dance. Tank buster. Tanks in. Ooh, a bit early, Zeke. We're good. Paradigm of 3, aka chakras.
Chakra crystal.
The same thing.
Okay, so it's almost wrong.
AoE incoming as well. I'll reprisal it. Very good, very good. Ankler Buster, and I have Thingy this time as well, which is good.
Yeah, thingy.
Yeah, Thingy! I like Thingy. Thingy makes me feel safe. Alright, get ready for a targeted AoE. So not too early, but not too late either. Probably around the time the Ags appear should be good, I think. Or this shit, I guess. There's supposed to be an add-on this.
It might have just dropped. I don't know when it snapshots though.
Alright, that's fine. Just start party off as soon as we're good. Just check your numbers.
I have faith for this
Concentrate.
next time, I know.
Just concentrate.
Okay.
Where's 5?
Where is 5, yeah?
I made it work with home.
Oh, someone was too close for the...
Uh,
Alright.
Right, who had
was the
5
5
there?
off.
Me?
Are you confused on what to do, Zeke?
No.
Okay. Okay, sure. If you are, do not be afraid to ask questions, obviously. I homed it to be safe to try and execute the mechanic, but then after that I needed to find where 5 was, so yeah. It should have been 2 over. No, I did go to the right spot, but then there were people there, so yeah. I don't know why there were people there, but there were people there. Besides me and Z. So yeah. Because our ad was a cleave anyway, so it didn't matter.
This looks like a practice mechanic.
As long as people aren't struggling too much and they're getting an idea of what to do.
As long as people know where it goes wrong, then practice.
Switch time.
Don't have Swift.
He's up. We're good.
Reverse.
Towers. Ags. AoE. Check out. Healing crystals. What? Spread out.
Block dice.
Check debuff. Out in, out in. So out. And in.
oh,
Towers.
Oh, that's too...
No damage.
Normal mode. You want me to tank LB for safety, Roy?
It's fine. They're up in time.
Alright.
If they actually
Okay.
got the mechanics.
Just to be safe.
At the end.
That was on me.
I used tank LB1 just to be safe. I don't know. I didn't want to know what the difference was with one person.
Still raising Josh.
Where are they present?
Oh, okay.
Come on. God damn it, what the hell?
Alright, Josh, just focus on the mechanic, okay?
Yeah, I'm all. I know what to do in the box, exactly.
No, I'm just saying it's
other
easy to
thing.
get lost. That's all I was yelling at. Anyway.
Yeah, I know which one. All good.
I'll adjust, right?
Ooh, reverse.
Horizontal. Okay, I think we're good. Good job. You see how clean those towers we did there were, Roy? That was so clean.
Just literally, like, I'm not gonna lie, the towers probably have the easiest job in the full mechanic.
It's still nice to see it clean, though, don't you think?
That's fair.
Especially with how easy it can go wrong. That's all.
That is a true statement.
Alright, ad phase coming up again. Targeted mitigation, maybe when she starts slowing. Your call, find a good window. Should be adult, feint, and reprisal at minimum. Dismantle is your jurisdiction more, but yeah.
Did not put on though.
Alright,
I
that's
got
fine.
paint on it.
Vivian Roy, you might want to start around the middle if you haven't already to try and get free top off.
What's my point?
Alright, check numbers, eyes up. Again, one again.
Down here.
Yeah, me and Josh just got fucked. Who was supposed to bait those two?
That's not our position, Krim.
Yeah, but Josh. No, we had to go clockwise, remember?
No, 2 clockwise. 2 position clockwise,
I
not 1.
need to be right back, you okay?
Wait, let me see this, let me see this. Let me
Yeah,
just double
2
check.
position clockwise, because you go only 1.
We were
I
opposite
think
the
you were
box.
supposed to be with me for that route.
Oh, was that the bait? Was that what the bait hit us? Wait a sec, Josh, I'm looking at the diagram right now, right? And I see where 1 is, right?
Yeah.
And we need to start making our way to what would have been your spot at 5, and that's, looking inwards, that's going left. So we did go the right way.
Yeah, we did go right way, but you stopped at 3.
Oh, that's fine. No, I didn't. That's because we got hit by the beams. So we're gonna keep going.
Alright.
We got beamed, dude. My dead body can't move, dude.
Kill issue.
Well, if I'm lagging, it can move. We've seen that before. That was funny. But no, I've basically got this mechanic, I want to say.
Yeah. Make sure when you do bait the lasers not to aim them at the crevices, aim them between.
Josh, the problem there was that we weren't supposed to have that beam. Whoever needed to have that
Yeah,
beam,
I'm saying.
one of them went wild. So yeah. No, I think Zeke just maybe didn't do it at all. I don't know.
Me and Zeke had cleave at, so
Well, whose beam was that then? That would have been 4 and 8. Who had 4 and 8?
oh, we were for it, and we had a cleave at.
Well, we
No,
know me
you
and
had the beam.
Yeah, because me and Josh got targeted along the edge of the arena for those beams, and they couldn't have been ours because they killed us.
Yeah. The cleaves were for 3 and 7. 3 and 7 had cleave, and then 4 and 8 would have had the beam.
Means one of you miscounted then.
No, wait.
Oh my
3
god.
and 7 take the first ad.
And the first ad
Was a cleave. I saw it myself. And the second ads were laser, were beam. Because
Let's have a look.
straight after the dash towards us,
I'm back.
the 1 and 5 happened.
He's right, yeah, he's right. First one was a cleave, and then the second one, as me and Josh were running, was the beam that targeted me and Josh. He's right, Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Wait, I'm checking in. Here now.
Vivi, why did you run in out of curiosity? What number were you, Vivi?
Like, people ran
Apparently
towards
those
her and
beam
she was
ads-
stressed.
Those beam ads snapshots really early then. Because they were
Yeah.
literally running in as it dropped down.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
thought-
need. That's why you
I-
count when the ads start, Ari.
No, it basically snapshot as it drops down, so we have to run it as the previous ad is doing its mechanic.
I don't know.
Really?
Or from my POV, the only person who was in there on that beam was Vivi. I just checked.
No,
It
maybe
couldn't
was
have done that.
No,
She should. No, she
Literally-
shouldn't have been, but she wasn't.
Grim. As soon as the second ad dropped down, I was running forward and it still snapped on you.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, alright. That's
No,
also because Vivi was in further than you. She shouldn't have been, but she was. That's why it didn't target you. Because Vivi grabbed one when she shouldn't have.
Well, why would it target us then? That's a mystery. That's
Because
insane.
because Zeke was missing. We established this.
No, Josh was actually running pretty forward as well.
That was a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he
I thought
was.
I could make it straight through to
Yeah,
the second position.
It was,
He did run straight to you. He ran basically circle
guys.
to you.
It was a combination of factors, right?
Yeah.
Josh being slightly in, Vivi being in when she shouldn't have been. That's what I'm thinking, Roy. Yeah. Ra, you not being in as fast. Well, it would have been fine if Vivi hadn't been in, and Zeke presumably not being in at all. Again, a combination of factors.
But yeah, basically for the people who are having to move for their position, hug the edge. Don't make my mistake.
Yeah, no, always stay on the edge unless you need to be baiting an ad. Do not go through the middle. You cannot do that at all because the boss is charging and it is an active charge. As Morb
Yeah,
has adequately demonstrated for us tonight. Yep, you gotta go around.
This way.
You said switch stay. I
Oh,
listened
you
to
said
you for
stay,
once.
stay.
Oh, I
You
thought I
heard
heard
it.
switch stay. No, that's fine. Just get me up in a second, man.
I don't know. Oh,
Did they start holding Swift just in case someone dies here?
No, Vivi was getting me, but again, she's refusing to be on voice for some reason. So yeah.
I don't know, I mean just in general,
Okay.
because she's like Comcast.
I always have Swift there available, so don't immediately start testing. I'll do it.
I'll say something then, Ari. Towers.
I appreciate
Axe.
your sacrifice.
Away.
I mean, this is not prog.
As long as there's no risk of death, it doesn't matter.
Like, I'll
Yeah,
always
Jesus
hold
Christ.
Swift till we are comfortable with the mechanic.
Spread. Looks the tight one.
Block fight.
Check D box. And we have in, then out. So in, and out, and towers.
Oh,
Good job, Dum Dum. Normal.
I think I was not far enough for that one. Sorry, Annie. Normal.
Stir. Tanks in. That timing is a bit awkward for you, Zig. I don't mind doing the reprisal though, if you want.
That was fun. Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
Boking, yep. I don't know why Vivi died there. Ari, I got ya.
He just rented a bit of wrong angle, so she got hit by both beams.
Let's see. I'm so glad I flashed Ari there. I need help, right? Yeah, okay. Holy crap, did you see your HP, Ari? Right, you guys know the correct. They're not supposed to be a feint here.
Oh, I must have not clipped. I must have clipped in my rotation. My bad.
That's
I
why
did
you jack.
practice. Yeah.
Alright, eyes
I
off,
didn't.
eyes off, eyes off, eyes off. 10 to shake. Check your numbers.
Three.
Vivi.
Wait a second. Have I? I don't know.
Yeah, no, the whole thing's messed because Vivi was wanting she pulled it right in front of the boss. Yeah, whole thing's screwed up.
I
One
tried
has
to
to be done
rescue
right.
her, but it was a little bit too
One
late.
has to be done right, and we can't execute the mechanic. One always directly across from the boss, Vivi. It has to be that way, or the whole thing falls apart. Mob, do check as well. That's because the boss was right in front of you.
Me? Just imagine Vivi frantically looking left and right, not looking behind her, and the boss is just looming over her.
I mean, given how small the arena is there, like, unless you're not fully zoomed out, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss the boss, if you ask me.
She was gazing directly through the void where her ass would be.
Paradigmer 1.
Oh, bad trim.
I'll call it what I want, boy. I'll stop it.
Energy crystal.
Dash snitch.
He's collapsing, mate. Paradigmer 2.
Feng Shui.
Oh, this is... yes, yes, yes. I'm
Bitch.
so used to fucking correcting people.
Roy doesn't even trust his own words anymore.
Oh.
Powers.
Understandable.
Axe. AoE.
Wonderful. Held that note like a pro.
Huh?
Last time I heard those noises was when I stepped on Loki's tail accidentally.
It's getting worse every time.
We have
clear
in
the fight before I
partners,
break everybody's
in
inventory
partners, in partners. Check debuff.
Incontinent.
In then out, in then out. So in, out,
Interesting.
powers. Please tell me the tower was taken. Or savage. Rest is up to you, Billy.
What demolished them?
Space stay.
Damage?
I'll tank LB if I need to. Yeah, not risking it.
I'm just not gonna do anything.
Tanks in, everyone else
2,
out.
1.
AoE. Danny okay? You got
Is Annie okay?
He had rotate.
I was, well, in this context, I was thinking about a HP.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
No. Shut the fuck up!
Are you alright, Annie?
No.
Paradigm of Ray.
I'm a potato.
Oh wow, I fucked up. I pulled a Josh. I misread the platform. Jesus. How the turns of table.
Well, remember, Krim, look at the obvious ass tethers to know that you don't stand on that one.
Oh no,
Yeah,
but the funny thing is, Roy, is that I was looking at the tethers, right? But they were so overlapped with the way they were moving from my POV, it was not helping me. I only realised when I saw, wait a minute, there's a tower directly above me.
Yeah, just look at the teeth. Always look at the teeth.
I think if you see the teeth, it's already too late.
guys. Yeah, I immediately realised what happened, don't worry.
That feeling when the boss arena is the mimic.
Eh.
The lair, actually.
It's a weird arena.
I don't know. I feel like this fight would be a lot more entertaining if it was a D&D fight.
Oh yeah, because, let's just throw RNG and everything, right?
I mean, that's 14 already, right?
And so, yeah.
May I remind you, Roy, how you feel about RNG on Astrologer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good point.
bitch about it. What?
Space.
D&D, I have a different mindset.
But this isn't D&D, Roy.
Sadly, it's not. I probably would enjoy this fight.
And no matter how much they try to D&D this, you would still find something to complain about because you want to do good within your own measures.
I care more about my character as much than doing the most amount of damage. D&D.
Well, that's because there's no commitment with that fight. It's just, it's pure fun.
Wow. Understand.
Well, I can't imagine there's pressure to do well.
There is pressure to do well.
There
Hours.
is.
Why? That's weird.
Because we die otherwise.
Yeah,
And
otherwise
you just
it's
make a new
end of
and you
story.
just make a new character and do over, don't you?
Yeah, but you're attached to a
You're missing a
character.
point then.
Well, I mean, if you're getting attached to your character, that's your own problem.
No, that's just normal. Like, if you...
Yeah,
That's
how it should be.
you're meant to get attached.
I didn't realize D&D was so serious all of a sudden.
It is.
It always has been.
Yeah, like, have you not noticed?
No, I know you guys enjoy it, but yeah.
Have you not heard me cry about the multiple characters?
Yeah, but that's you, Roy. You're not a good fucking
Oh,
example.
wow.
I mean, he has you there.
Outspread.
What side?
Check D-boss.
Wow, I'm actually on this side now.
Out in. And in. And spread coward. And normal mode.
Yeah.
Tank buster. Tanks out, everyone in.
I heard that's fucked.
Not amazing, I'll say that. But it's fine. We don't have to go far. It's fine.
Facing south.
I don't know. Really far off. I don't know why, but she is.
You see Johnson?
Oh, I didn't have enemy of both.
Yeah, but she also jumps to the furthest, remember, see? I don't know.
Interesting.
Please tell me the tower's taken at least. Hey, away.
And
Buster incoming shortly. I'll home it to be safe.
I got Benny for Crim after I get back up.
Oh, Equilibrium Roy, save it someone else if you need to. Yeah.
I'm getting Ari up.
Roy, I'm gonna heal you up to help a bit. Try targeted mitigation.
Yeah, I don't have faith.
I got nothing, but I have
Ready.
nothing for Ari.
I had mine because I didn't use it
I
earlier.
don't know
So
why
died.
it was so late this time.
Alright, focus up, focus up, focus up. Think about what has to be done. Check your numbers. Right, that was the third one. That was me and you.
Was it the third one? I thought it was the
Yeah.
second.
No, that was the third, Roy. I counted.
Oh, my bad.
So why
Someone
did I
else,
die?
someone else also stood there though.
Yeah, Z.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
don't know
me.
why.
No, I was in the wrong place.
No, I was in wrong place. I think.
Sorry, I need to check that really quickly because I wanted. Because
I
that
was supposed to
definitely
be
the
where
third
Sig
one.
was standing.
Oh, okay.
No, because that was definitely the third one, but I still died and I had one. I have to check that.
That was you were the fourth dash, right, Annie? You're the number 4 or number 8?
No, I
I
was
no, I
7.
saw what happened, right?
Oh no, then you were definitely wrong.
No,
Yeah, I
wasn't,
know.
No. White Flame is the name of the beam, right? Yeah. I got hit by Shockwave. I don't know why. Whose Shockwave was that? I think that was your Zeke. That was why I got clipped by it.
Also, Crim, you were very far into the arena.
Well,
You need
I
to be a
wasn't
little bit further out.
Because I wasn't sure how far we needed to go in, Roy, especially given I saw Zeke inside the arena.
Yeah, but that's his mistake. We need to all be consistent with the amount we go in. We cannot go too far in because if
I
it
like
is a
where
cleave,
you talk
will
about.
die.
I like how you talk about consistency, right? When I have this clip where Vivi deliberately waited around the middle, which could have been a bait, so she could Icarus after the boss charged. If that had been a bait on that second step, she would have been dead.
She was supposed to take the beam there, so. Well, the attack, so that was. Okay. The thing is, after she Icarus to me, she ran out of where she was supposed to stack with me.
Oh, okay. So basically, she did something. So she did something really cool, and then she completely fucked it up.
Yeah.
May
and
I?
For some reason, Josh was standing on top of me while he was supposed to go continue on for the beam.
Annie, what
Yeah,
number did you
I
have?
did mess up there.
I already know what I did wrong. I was 7.
no.
I was supposed to be where Sig was.
Okay, what threw you then?
Literally just went to the wrong spot.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry,
Okay,
Ari,
what happened in your case, Josh? What number were you?
I was number 2. We did the dash correct. I then did not align myself correctly for the beams.
You didn't go straight where the boss was. Oh no!
I
Oh
didn't
no!
go between the positions. I should have started between positions, but I aimed the beam at the crevice, so to speak.
Yeah, don't panic and do that, Vivi. Just do what you know you have to do. Again, classic rule: if someone else is wrong, well, don't try to adjust for their wrongness, because then you just become complicit in their wrongness. You have to trot people just won't be stupid, and if they're stupid, well, it's not your fault. You did have the right idea, but then you saw someone else there. But don't get scared. Stop being a pussy. Josh isn't scary. He's literally a bunny. You as a Femra, you ran away from a bunny. How do you feel about
What?
that?
Who? Why?
How do you feel about that, Vivi? You ran away from a Femme Viera. You gave them
What?
right of way.
What are we doing?
So you're scared of female Vieras? Is that what you're saying?
I would be too, honestly.
Nothing scary about them. They're cringe as hell.
That's why they're scary.
Well, that doesn't make them scary. That just makes them naughty, I think.
Technically, the Femme Vieras are the manly ones in that race. So. I mean, technically they are.
It's not really manly if the males just happen to be twins.
Well, I am saying Manlia in this case, so.
Manly, oh, that's fucking reaching. Holy shit.
I mean,
You
to be
can't-
honest, the male Vieras do look prettier. They look better than the femme Vieras.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely
I mean, it's true
but,
though.
But that doesn't make female Vieira manly in any respect.
Which
Holy shit.
say
It really doesn't. But you know what, man? You write that down on your fucking CV.
I got Vivi.
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna save that switch.
Yeah. Let's see who you fall with that, Josh. Let's see.
Definitely more manly than male dragons. I'm just saying that much.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Oh, really? Oh, you got me there.
Hey, you
What can I
can't
say
bet
about that?
dragons. Hello.
I can see you
They're
really
not really
pulled
dragons, they're lizards.
You worked
They're
really
lizard
hard on
people,
that
but not
insult, didn't you,
dragons.
Josh? You worked so hard on that.
Similar enough.
Like Aura are nothing like fucking.
Powers!
They're
Are
like
they both
lizards.
scent related? Are they
Uh,
both scent related?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What did you say?
That's no problem then.
Look where I died.
that's your
Puppy
fault.
man.
You're a physical range mob, you have literally zero excuse.
I hate this match.
Mob, you could have gone literally anywhere, you have no excuse.
I was dead in the middle of the safe one.
But when were you dead?
That's what I'm saying. The
Were
freaking
you-
snapshots are stupid.
Were you there 3 years ago? If no, then you were too slow.
Yeah. And we already know this mob, you know this too. Out, partners, so you treat it as such, so quit your bitching and skill issue. Check debuffs.
Back to right side apparently.
Fucking dying.
I'm fine, bro, I'm fine.
The quest that you
Out in, out in, out in. In. Red towers. Basically, the healing I would have got from Vivi was wasted on normal.
I actually wasn't DPSing, so you weren't getting cardia because I wanted to get mana back.
Yeah, because it was on more, right?
No,
Well, that's inconsistent then. What changed? Tanks in.
because I died. Well, I think I did
Oh, you
die,
did.
right?
No, you didn't. No.
You died
She
in the
did though
opener,
at the
yeah.
start of the pool.
Yeah.
Oh, in the opener. Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Yes. But then I was also rezzing, which meant my mana was like that.
Didn't Ari say he would res and he asked what's that?
No, because I rest her. He's talking about the different res. Friend.
Okay. I thought you meant she res more, but again, lack of information, not specified. Paradigm of Prey, that's what? Easy. Rizal.
That feels a lot comfy.
Hey, let's a double
I
boost.
can no more.
Oh, well. That's okay, Mob. We're about to not target the boss anyway, so who cares? Alright, targeted mitigation only, remember. And for God's
Okay,
sake,
four,
sort those damn
3,
things out.
2. There you go.
Yeah, those three should do with whatever, yeah, those three will do.
I forgot to use soul crest. Fucking hell.
Alright, focus up, focus up. Alright, we have physics running, we should be alright for the moment. Check numbers.
No, stay away. Ari, we are baiting first. Yeah.
That wasn't our
too
fault,
far.
Vivi. We were in the right spot with 4. I assume you were 8, right? Why are you swapping between voice and not? Make up your mind.
We see
Oh, good
something?
No,
Oh,
he's about to die.
we see something.
Yes, she's just doing the.
Okay, so what happened there?
I went to bait, but it was cleave and I got bamboozled.
It can be either more. We said.
I know, but reaction is still not it.
Okay, anyway, alright, so we've done a good number of polls on that. Let me ask straight up right now, and do be honest, you know, like you're mature adults. Who's struggling with this mechanic? If you are. Or who's having issues? Let's put it that way. Yeah.
I'm getting there.
I feel like my only issue is that I'm not seeing enough of it, and I'm not getting like the add first variation.
Sorry, what do you mean by the add first variation? What do you mean?
Like, so it's just like I've always been like mostly 8 is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Well,
not,
you
like,
don't do
getting-
well, you don't do. So you mean you don't get 3 or 7 much?
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
I feel like I'm basically falling into the rhythm of, oh, I'll just always get, you know, this number, therefore I'm just going to lock this into muscle memory, and then when I get something else, I'm just going to surely
Yeah,
fuck
don't
it
do.
up.
Yeah, don't do that because that's the
Yeah,
same mistake that was
obviously.
made on Living Strike.
Yes. So so it's not necessarily an issue, it's just
Yeah.
I'm scared of that being an issue.
Best advice I can offer people, personally, is so you, depending on what number you get, so you don't run around like headless chicken, is memorize your corner spot for dash. Your specific one, not the partner one, but your specific one. So if you're 4 or 8 at the start, like I was 4 there, right? I just went straight to where 4 was because there's nothing I'm doing immediately. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Roy, do you think that makes sense?
I don't know. I don't listen because you explain things in a weird way, and I know how I need to do the mechanic.
All I told people, Roy, was memorize their spot they go to for the charge, for their number.
That makes sense.
So they don't run around at the start wondering what to do.
So
Okay.
if it helps you guys as well, one way I figure out, well, one way I memorize also, if you are not good at counting the ad order, the best way to see when you are baiting the ad is you see whether the puddle next to you has happened or not. If it didn't happen, you're next to bait the ads.
No, I can count just fine, but you know, if it helps people.
It's like you're always baiting the ads for the people who are next to you going to be the dash people. Like the people who are getting dash, you are the guys who bait the ads basically afterwards. No, before they get the dash, sorry. So if it's 1 and 5, 3 and 7 bait the ads, which is the people who are next to them basically for the next dash.
I'm curious.
I'll
Is
just
this is this breakdown helping anyone? I'm very curious.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time to explain it as well. It makes sense in brain.
I'm gonna try
I just-
a rotation bait going to spots.
That works, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. It's just either do you think about the ad first, or do you think about the charge first? Really.
I think I'm getting there. If this movement works, I think I got it done.
Just remember, when you are moving to a position, do not go stay around the edge of the arena. Even if that means you have to go around the edges of the goddamn puddles, do it anyway. But if you position yourself properly, that shouldn't be a problem anyway. I do a food check coming up soon, Bib. I mean, I'm getting comfortable enough I could start doing calls there, but I don't know if it'll help people, you know?
I think counting the ads spawning would probably help people.
Yeah, I was thinking that or something like, you know, something like, you know, 3-7 ad, 4-8 ad, shit like that.
I think that's more confusing than just calling the number of the ad.
Maybe in the future, but that's probably
No, I get that. That's why I said I was only thinking about it.
Let's say.
You're moving too slow there again, Vivi.
I don't have Swift, sorry, Ari.
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, wonky snapshots? We know them well
Yeah.
enough by now. Yeah, when it's switched, you want to angle to get moving like the moment it hits, or it will
Yeah.
be too like.
I'm just not gonna do anything.
Well, we need you to do something.
I'll do mechanics, but I'm not casting.
When it comes to AoE damage, towers, I don't think Roy would appreciate that. Ags. AoE, right now for example.
Yeah, I did an Nixo because that doesn't cost me mana.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did early.
Exactly.
Using crystal that actually works.
Don't stop. Out partners, because that will infect everyone else.
Counter.
Check debuffs.
She is prog.
Out in. Out in. In. Red towers.
Oops, sorry about that.
Please tell. Oh my god. Yeah, Annie, were you supposed to take a tower there?
No, I was supposed to
I
drop
played
a
tower
tower.
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I got targeted by a tower when I shouldn't. I died. And I
Yeah, it was
shouldn't.
mine because I died.
What happened there, Josh? Then how you daft that?
I just was too slow on the position of the tower. That's all.
Which day?
Or let's be honest, at this point, if you know the first one is switch, the last one's always stay. We've never gotten switch.
I know.
So you may as well just call it at that point.
He wants to be distant.
Some people might appreciate
What is
from the
wrong
early
with him
call.
I
calling
don't want to
both of them?
switch in the middle of.
Well, people need to learn to be flexible for efficiency more.
I mean, I can just not call it.
Now you're just being a baby. Towers. Tags. AoE. I wasn't sure. Did I fat thing you? Fine. In partners.
Clockwise.
Check debuffs. Out in. In. Spread the towers. Gotcha. Normal. Tank Buster, Oracle style. Tanks out, everyone in.
That's fucked, she says.
What was fucked?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you just assuming something is foxy? Because there's a lot that's foxed in the world.
She's saying it
Oh.
when she's doing that cast.
See,
Something that's fucked.
I did not realise. Paradigm free.
Tower?
Yeah.
Why was there a tower on me?
Also,
I'm
the
guessing that was 6 tower that's
Right.
criminal.
but that was
Why
not the
did
only
he-
problem. The DPS
Why,
that was on the southern platform also did not bait their ad beam because I got an ad beam dropping my tower.
Well, first off, how?
Oh, that was not me probably.
I was
yeah.
gonna say,
I was
first off,
distracted by Zeke dying, so I was.
yeah.
not on my-
How did Zeke die, by the way?
Yeah, got killed by the first set of lasers.
Right. Was that because of a U position or a they position?
Could be either or.
What two did? Okay. Well, you know. Don't get me wrong, I think it's good we're getting through Paradigm Fray, but we are having the odd death here and there, and I suspect that is to do with like people screwing off on the laser positionings, whether that's DPS or tanks and healers. To which I can only say, people, use your eyes, please.
This side.
Paradigm 2. Does it upset you, Roy?
Doesn't upset me.
Then it's okay. I can keep saying it then.
Just saying the mechanic name wrong, which is who's the party member, so you...
Powers, tags, AoE. You know what, Roy? At this rate, the team does a good enough job of confusing themselves, so I don't think it matters. I think maybe I'll just implement some top love.
I think you should just call the mechanics by their real name.
That's exactly what I'm doing, Roy boy.
You're not. A real name is Feng Shui there.
No, that's not what the cast bar says, so...
The cast bar is the same every mechanic. So that is not
In
an
all
actual
fairness,
real
Grim,
name.
didn't you make a promise to Roy?
The healing crystals, that's this one, and that was it. That was the agreement, don't call me on that.
Actually, that is
partners.
true.
Yeah, and I have
What
been
price?
very consistent with that. Check D-Box, and Roy knows that, so he can't say shit about that.
Was I saying about that?
No, I'm just saying for insurance.
I see.
Out in, out in. And... spread towers. Savage.
Is it really though?
I don't know what else to call it. Normal Savage, it's the only distinction to make.
I know, I just wanted to make it funny.
Tank Buster, tanks out, party in. You go too far. Wow, Jesus Christ. She really jumps there, huh?
She sure does.
Were we in the sea?
A weakness that you hide behind.
What an unfortunate day to have it, yes.
How does she know about my butt plug?
Alright, focus up. Paradigm of 3.
You're not that. Your tether wasn't broken.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Maybe.
Anyway. No one's taking that tower. Yeah. No one took Vivi's tower.
He didn't clip. Only Annie can take it, or me. I tried to take both, but it didn't work.
Alright, Annie, what's going on there? That's 2 for 2.
I mean, I just did not fucking stretch out the tether because I just struggled to see the light tether when it's not stretched out. I'm sorry. Like.
Okay, I just want a reason. You ain't got to get defensive.
I mean,
That
the reason
problem?
is that I'm shit at the game. Like, there's like, what else can I say?
Oh, that's a bit melodramatic, wouldn't you say? I'll take a couple of minutes break before we get a few more pulls in.
Annie, as a melee DPS, I understand what it is like to be shit at the game.
It was strange, I must admit. Oh, thank you, Aaron. It was strange, I must admit, like, you know, it's like, it's not that the team is worse at mechanics, not at all, but I certainly see us going into a lot more mechanics now than we used to, where people are like, oh, I'm going to be so bad at this. That just never used to happen. I don't know if people have lost confidence in themselves.
I'll be right with you.
This is definitely a recent thing in Endwalker, where like, oh, I'm going to be so bad at this. Yeah, but I'm hearing like you've said it before, Annie, Morbus said it before, this never used to happen. It's just such a lack of confidence. Like I said, I think we're doing okay, but yeah, like it's certainly a bloody morale killer. Well, then you need to concentrate on what matters most there, then. You can't juggle 50 things, it wants you to do that, so you'll fuck up. Well, yeah, I mean, you'll still fuck up, but I mean, like, you know, it's... Try not to get yourself overwhelmed with information. Just break it down in your head. Then you just say you're juggling too many forks, so... And we can, if it helps, then you can forget about it right then, and we can go over it once you know, that the platform shit is done. We can re-review it then, you know, get it, peoples. Well, in that case, yeah, in that case, you need to find a way that is more, I don't know, more in control for yourself then, I guess. Because you will not do yourself any favors otherwise. You seem a little upset. Okay, well, try not to be cranky about it. I mean, you're always tired, so yeah. If I was cranky every time I was tired, I'd never hear the end of it. Yeah, me too. You gotta keep your chin up. Your noise suppression is off, by the way. Is there a reason why you're extra tired in this particular case, Annie?
I slept like less than 7 hours today and less than 4 hours yesterday, so that combined just means that I'm tired.
Is there a reason why for this?
Well, not like a reason that I can do anything about, like, right now.
You could always just turn off noise suppression. I mean, this is... I only nag it about it because you were nagging me about it way back. Yeah, and then I compromised. I asked you to turn it off, and then you agreed to TP yours off in retrospect. He's upholding his part of the agreement, are you?
moment.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, and it's hard for me to comment on because I've spent the better part of a decade having to function when I'm really tired, so I'm just used to it at this point. I don't let it get
I
to me.
mean, I have the entirety, so I was like, I don't fucking know how, so I know how that feels, and I usually try not to let it get to me, but right now I'm just, there's a lot of things at once, and that just overwhelms me, and then I just do not function. That's also why I'm not talking much, because I try not to be cranky at you guys, because it's not you guys' fault.
Well, all I can say is that, me, Roy, and to an extent Ari, we do our best to try to break these down for people as simple as we can. If that's not enough, then we're welcome for other people to try and interpret it in their ways instead.
Are we talking mechanics?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying we're trying. Is anyone else? I mean,
The
How
mechanic
dare
isn't
you?
the issue for me.
I was there as well.
yeah, but in this particular case, we're only there briefly, Josh.
No, I was there to determine all the positions as well.
I distinctly recall it was only me, Roy, and Ari who were going over it.
No, I stood there. I was nearly 11 o'clock when we were discussing that mechanic by the time.
Was Josh there with us as well? I forget.
I think he was, but I do remember distinctly him not being there for the full thing.
Okay, fair enough.
I was there for the last maybe 20 minutes or so, but I distinctly remember it was 10:40 when I left the Discord.
Well, I don't know if it might have been because, that's when, we really finalize things. It might have been. I'm not sure.
It looks familiar on what we talked about. He probably got the gist, right?
I'm guessing so.
I'm just messing with you anyway. I could count.
I don't care if you are or aren't, buddy. I'm just saying for what I remember. That's all.
But Josh was there. Josh was there, definitely.
All I'm saying is that, it's, we're doing our best, I just really do find it a little surprising, that people are going into mechanics talking about how it's going to be so hard for them. It's never used to be a thing. It's very weird.
Nearly done. Apologize. Sorting our medication quickly. There we go. Chemists again. Okay. Yes.
You good? Are you good now?
Yeah, you can pop us in. At least for me.
Well, check food and let's, if you need to, and let's finish this up. Also, maybe cardio or something as well. Paradigm 1. Or 2. Is this 2? Might be 2. Who knows?
I will not respond with those fake.
You've already given me what I wanted, right, man?
How the turns have tabled.
Alright.
I believe he's doing this to me.
I can.
Power, you do it to me all the time.
Yeah,
Ag.
throw on my own spells against me.
Do not consult the old magic to me, which I was there when it was written.
I wasn't just there, I was the one that was writing it.
That explains all the spelling errors.
I know, right? Also, Bicey, dude, I fucking got killed by Krim. Hello? Krim?
What?
Please get
I
better.
I know my shark's on cooldown, bro. I gave it to him,
You
but I
need to
voted
vote.
back.
If
I
you don't
thought I
vote
did.
fast enough, like, the auto kills Z.
Fine, I got him, I got him. Outspread. Check D-Boss. Sorry, Zig, yeah, my fault apparently. Yeah.
I have a feeling we're gonna die here, no?
Out, in. Oh, that was awesome timing. Towers.
Now, I'm gonna die now because you dropped the tower, like, right in the middle.
Yeah, my primal rent timing was thrown off. Sorry about that.
So I'm looking for Crimp here, hey?
Gosh, shut up.
It's not big, mate.
First, Krim is so mean to me, then he kills me with his tower. What's next?
Didn't mean to. I meant to
Don't forget
rent.
Zeke.
I meant to rent
Zeke
earlier,
really-
but I was focusing on healing Zeke off because you know my bad.
He'll be fine. He's not taking autos.
I was still attempting to fix the dilemma that I caused.
Stand your dedication. But if you
At least
cannot
I-
do that while doing the mechanics, please don't.
At the time, I didn't realize that, Roy. I did it, it's just my primal rent was misplaced. That was all. I did not
Shit in my
consider
head.
that in that moment. Are you ever gonna not give me shit?
I'm not gonna give you shit the moment you do not give anyone else shit. What to say. Like this is, I'm just here to
Nice,
balance
nice.
out.
So, and what do you mean in that sense of giving people shit?
So basically, you're the raid thief, right? And you give people shit if people do things wrong, right?
And I give myself
And
shit
I
as well,
am
yeah.
the balance to give you shit. Because
but I
giving
could-
yourself shit is not good enough.
Basically,
always-
it's thanking you for doing your job.
So yeah, it kind of feels that way, you know, fuck me for doing my job, apparently.
Yep.
What do you mean? I'm just helping.
Sure you are, right. Towers. Ags.
Oh, that was way too early on my end. Apologize.
Anyway. Well, someone else thinks they can do a better job, they're more than welcome to it. Good luck, honestly.
It doesn't always come to this.
I mean, you give me reason to, Roy. Oh, there's your vote, by the way. No, you Zig, I was saying that to Roy.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's your vote? You literally
Well, the
killed
funny thing
Zeke
is,
last
the funny
time.
thing is, he's the one who died, but he wasn't the one babbling about the fact he died.
Of course not. I protect my team members. Hello.
Out
I
on
am
Earth.
the rabbit Karen that protects
Charge.
its children.
Oh, that's alright, right?
In, out, in, out. Out. Spread them towers.
Uh-oh.
Up here.
Thank you. And I got
Savage.
oh, it's for me.
Tank lost that. Tank's in. They win.
Oh, I can cover both if I do it right. Nice.
Check what you got.
Uh-oh. closer to get closer to Crimson.
Well, we got away with it.
I'll get it.
I don't know how Annie got hit again.
That's correct.
Alright. Oh, you say that as if it gave me a Torah.
No, because Zeke is dead, you need to.
Oh, right, yeah, I just saw you, right, yeah.
You don't have a choice.
I didn't see that, I was looking at my HP. I'm good. Alright, targeted mitigation.
Oh, nice! That was so beautiful.
That's great, Josh. Now keep it chill, please. With this
Yeah.
mechanic. And the RNG's broke. Eyes up. Thanks, Annie. Appreciate that.
What's number 2?
Yeah.
As I was trying to make my way to 5, Annie chose Zach's spot of all spots to aim the beam.
Well, thing is, our beam, well, at already happened, it was a cliff, and we had to move out already at that point.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate the massive save on those towers there? I'm just saying.
I just need to know, because the thing is like, but if we have a second beam, I need to know, like, this is why I wanted consistency on where the beams are being aimed, because I need to know if I have to wait before moving to 5, or if I can go straight across.
You should be able to move straight across, because at that point, the mechanics
Should
are
I
happening
now?
on... the mechanics are happening on the other half at that point, so...
Right, really? Morby, can you explain why I couldn't move straight across there? I thought it was your fault, you were with me though.
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Because Annie, were you supposed to take that second beam?
No.
Nope.
The
Why
second one
did, you
was
why did you take that second beam?
You are supposed to take the first ad, and that was a cleave. And, well, she stayed in too long, so she got baited.
Yes,
from the
because I
second
was
ad.
trying to avoid like walking in front of anyone, because I've done that, on a pool before, whilst also making it to my like corner where I need to be, because I was 3.
Yeah, you can just run straight to that corner,
Yeah.
because the next set of mechanics are happening on the other side of the arena.
Yeah, again, don't worry about other people. We were in the way of making our way to 5 again. Literally 11 strike, guys. Do not worry about other people. You just do what you need to do. You can't adjust for people on that mechanic. Don't quite literally do not have the space for it.
あなたのことを教えて完全なる神に至るために 無から生命を創造しましょう 神を前にどこまで歩けるかしら
This switch.
I'm missing someone here.
Yeah, someone needed to be there. Towers.
A guy. Maybe you heal everyone up.
Oh, Ags. Yeah, I was too late. Yep.
Good.
Alright, who fucked that up? No worry, you're not getting anyone.
I actually managed to adjust for the tower. I'm just saying.
No, you did, and that was good. But I think we thought what tower was going to go off, and people got caught out. So who needed to be at northwest?
Because it was the Western
me
Tether, it was the
probably.
tanker healer.
Was it a Western Tether or a
was a
Southern
Western
Tether?
Tether
was a
that,
Western
Yeah, it was a
missing.
western.
Then that was not me.
A tank or healer was missing.
I'm gonna guess Eagle maybe then.
As I had two people next to me, one of them was Vivi, I think it was Vivi.
Well, I had a Tether, so yeah.
But I took both towers, so fine.
神を前にどこまであがけるかしら
Which side?
No friend.
Ooh.
Why is there a tower on me?
Probably because Vivi died and the tower jumped to you.
Why did Vivi die?
No, Vivi was fine. Vivi dropped the tower next to me.
Oh no, who screwed that up there?
Vivi is fine.
Well, who died there? I mean, who was wrong?
Well, it was
I
one
think
tiny scale
northwest,
person.
wasn't it?
I have no idea, so yeah.
No, but you dropped your tower correctly. Your tower dropped and I managed to take it, so it wasn't you.
So can someone tell me why I had a tower on me even though I was a Tether?
Let's check.
So, Vivi, it was you trying to run past me and then dying, right?
Yeah, but how did Vivi then drop a tower?
Are you sure she dropped the tower?
She
Yeah,
didn't.
I took
because
it.
She would have had to drop it in my corner, and there was none.
What the fuck did I then take? Did it show on my end then, or?
You must have
You're
taken
confusing
someone
someone
else.
else.
and used it. Yeah.
George, I placed the tower next to you.
Oh, never mind.
They all look the same to him.
Maybe Vivi just wants to wipe us so we don't have to do any more prog. I don't know.
Yeah, no, never mind. It's aura. They all look the same. Sorry.
あなたのこの星完全なる神に至るために
Doesn't think you get to.
Vivi, I can't believe you would judge me by my appearance, my behavior, and the content of my character like that.
神を前にどこまであがけ
But
る
why
かし
wouldn't
ら
I?
Which side?
Towers. Ags. AoE. Oh. And a crit willing for a max HP this time. Or crit something anyway. Out partners.
Clockwise.
Check debuffs. Out in, out in. In. Spread towers. Close enough. Normal. Oracle tank buster. Tanks out, party in.
That was a mispress. I'm just gonna drop this.
Alright, do you want me to do it? Or you still got it?
Oh, now we go.
Right. Okay. Oh. Oh, right, the boat was the mispress, I'm guessing.
Yeah, although I had already dropped stance.
Yeah, I wasn't in burst at the time, so yeah. No, it's fine, we're good, I got it. They're good, very clean, very good. Save us, Bib. Save us. Save yourself, woman.
Well, she did save herself.
You know, I kind of meant it as a meme, but seriously, are we not supposed to have something there?
I was literally spamming heals, so I can't do anything else.
Right, so we'll need to address that then, because the reprisal was there. Okay, targeted mitigation, you know the drill. Alright, eyes up. See what numbers you get. Try and concentrate.
We were not
Realised at
supposed
the
to
last
take the
second,
second one,
We were
right?
supposed to be taking that.
I also forgot to, who had number 3 there, because I realised I forgot to stack them like a dumb.
Really?
Yeah, that was ours.
Oh, yeah, it is. Not bad.
So what?
I was number 3. Why?
Oh, sorry, Zeke, sorry about that. I think you got away with it anyway, accidentally, with Vivi, but...
I think the first half went correctly.
Yeah, we'll do one
Need to do
more.
a quick one then.
Yeah, it was until I forgot to go with 3. I was just making, yeah, so 3 and 7 had the first one, it was a cleave, so that didn't matter. So yeah. Big 4 and 8 take the beams appropriately.
I was it and I took mine.
I think Vivi was certainly in the wrong spot, because I don't think she should have been in front of Zeke there, but I also don't know what number she was, so yeah.
Bit strength.
What? No, switch, Morb. What a shock.
Don't switch it.
Switchy swatchy.
Towers. Ags. AoE.
Did I do it again? I guess I did. I'm taking the first sit then.
Alright, Woking one. You'll have to take it back afterwards.
"13 seconds.
Take.
Bunny's dead. Hold on.
I need more warning than that to home, buddy.
I mean, if the Vogue was used, it's not going to be available.
Yeah, but I still need to know if I'm homing or not. Alright, it's fine, I'll have to put it back in a second. In partners, Voking.
Hotbite.
Check debuffs. And we have in, out, so in, out, and spread towers. Savage.
Stay out the way.
I guess we can kind of pre-position a bit then. Tanks in. Shake's going to be delayed because of that death. It screwed up my timing. I'll do what I can.
Hard to come.
5 seconds. No, it's fine. I should get it on time. It's going to be a bit tight. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I cannot get that tower.
What happened?
The tower was not across.
Whose tower was it?
I didn't check.
Oh, the bottom one.
Did you get confused, Vivi? Yeah, again, try not to do that if you can. Okay, so, yeah. Well, we got some practice in. I hope everyone got enough ample practice that they have an idea of what they need to do on that ad phase mechanic so we can hopefully get through it tomorrow. Right?
Good.
Yeah.
Zeke, thanks again for sponsoring my evening tonight.
But I will,
I'll hit you up tomorrow.
I will say, guys, as a minor thing, you know, try to, I don't know, for the sake of good morale and just confidence